Throughout boxing history, the sport's most ambitious champions have often dared to climb divisions in search of legacy-defining glory. Moving up in weight is never a small decision. Fighters must sacrifice comfort, adapt to new physical realities, and face naturally bigger opponents. Yet for many, the gamble has produced iconic moments and cemented their place among the all-time greats. Others, however, discovered that chasing greatness across weight classes comes with heavy risks. The pioneers of division hopping. In earlier eras, weight divisions were fewer, which meant crossing classes was both necessary and dangerous. Henry Armstrong, for instance, famously held world titles in 3 divisions simultaneously: featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight, at a time when there were only 8 recognized weight classes. His relentless style allowed him to overwhelm naturally larger foes, but his achievements also came at the cost of brutal wars that shortened his prime. Sugar Ray Robinson set the template for modern greatness by dominating at welterweight before moving up to middleweight, where he became a 5-time world champion. His attempt at light heavyweight ended in exhaustion rather than defeat, a reminder that size eventually matters no matter how sublime the skill set. The golden era of weight jumping. The 1980s brought a wave of champions who made weight climbing their legacy. Roberto Duran, originally a ferocious lightweight, shocked the world by conquering welterweight and later adding belts at junior middleweight and middleweight. His career exemplifies both the triumphs and pitfalls of weight jumping, a legendary upset over Sugar Ray Leonard at welterweight, but also a humiliating surrender in the No Mars fight. Similarly, Thomas Hearns showcased how moving up could elevate a fighter's mystique. Beginning at welterweight, his frame and punching power carried him to titles up through light heavyweight. Still, facing bigger punches at higher weights exposed his vulnerabilities, as seen in knockout losses to Iran Barkley. The modern multi-division kings. In recent decades, boxers like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and Canelo Alvarez have redefined how high a fighter can climb. Pacquiao's journey remains the most extraordinary, an unprecedented 8-division world champion. His success was fueled by speed and adaptability, though by the time he reached welterweight and beyond, he relied more on tactics than raw explosiveness. Few fighters in history have shown such versatility. Mayweather, by contrast, approached weight jumping with calculated precision. He captured titles in 5 divisions but never recklessly climbed too high. His move to junior middleweight was carefully managed against opponents whose styles he could neutralize. His perfect 50-0 record shows how a cautious but effective strategy can preserve both legacy and health. Canelo Alvarez has been the face of weight jumping in the modern era, moving from junior middleweight all the way to light heavyweight. His victories over Sergey Kovalev and others highlight his power's ability to carry upward. Yet his loss to Dmitry Bivol underscored the dangers of challenging naturally larger, technically skilled champions. For Canelo, the attempt added to his resume, even in defeat, proving that daring to risk is part of true greatness. The costs and rewards. Weight jumping can transform fighters into legends, but it often comes with physical costs. Moving up means sacrificing natural advantages, speed, stamina, or durability. Fighters who relied on strength at lower divisions can find themselves outmuscled. Others who depended on speed may discover their edge dulled. Yet the rewards are undeniable. Fans revere fighters willing to test themselves against bigger opponents. Victories across multiple divisions validate a champion's adaptability, while even competitive defeats often enhance reputations. Pacquiao's knockout of Ricky Hatton at junior welterweight and Canelo's middleweight triumphs are moments etched in boxing lore precisely because they involved such risks. Conclusion: greatness measured by risks taken. Ultimately, boxing's greatest weight jumpers are remembered less for perfection and more for their willingness to dare. From Armstrong and Robinson to Pacquiao and Canelo, division hopping has created some of the sport's most enduring narratives. For every fighter who stumbled while chasing greatness, there are others who ascended to historic heights. In a sport defined by risk, perhaps nothing embodies courage more than stepping into the ring against a bigger man and daring to prove that skill, not size, decides greatness.